Like, I'm busy. I have to go back and read the paper.
Yeah, the only other things I know about are when Sal gets upset because Gary's bragging about some event he went to.
Sal hates the morning meeting because he's like, Gary's always bragging.
Sal can't make it to the morning meeting.
Why?
He just doesn't get in for the meeting.
Oh.
We've deemed him not necessary.
Is it optional, or you just said, hey, we don't need him?
It's more optional. But the morning meeting is really talking about what's going on for the show that day, making sure everything's buttoned up.
I think a lot of the guys feel it devolves into a Gary.
Because I don't know how in a work meeting you find out that he lives for crustaceans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was not said in a morning meeting, by the way. Just so you know.
All right.
Howard?
Yeah.
Usually, when Gary starts talking, like a lot of us just glaze over because it's some story that he's trying out on us before it gets to you.
Oh.
I'm going to tell boss today that I love egg bagels. Isn't that one of his raps that he likes egg bagels?
Big fan of egg bagels.
Yeah.
Myself, too.
Jason's a fan of all bagels.
Jason's never turned a bagel down. Yeah. There's a lot of things going on.
A lot of
out
crazy
there.
stuff going on back there.
Yeah.
I just heard the craziest thing. Apparently, Gary will eat like leftover egg bagel. So if a guest only takes like a little bit of the bagel and leaves like a quarter left, he'll eat that as well.
Oh.
What?
If somebody takes a half a bagel, I'll take the other half.
Yeah.
If there's no egg bagels left.
I won't do that.
I know you won't do it.
Because who knows what the fuck they do.
He's sharing food with the guests?
You know, Robin, it's one of the perks of working here. Let's say Kid Rock comes in and he doesn't eat his egg bagel.
No.
Yeah,
That's what Wendy does.
No.
What is it, Rob?
Let's say Kid Rock goes into the green room and they put the muffins out for him.
Yeah.
And he eats a piece of it, Kid Rock, and leaves the rest of it over. Gary's got this thing for blueberry muffins. He'll go in and eat the rest of the blueberry muffin.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Gary, you know what Gary's like? Gary's like a seagull.
I told you he's weird where that food is concerned.
Now you're winning the argument with Ronnie's help. Gary's like a garbage. I mean, you're telling me.
This is what Wendy does. She dumpster dives for the same reason.
So you're telling me Kid Rock's in there?
Right.
He's
say it's Kid Rock.
Yeah. He's eating. Was it Kid Rock?
Or one of his people.
Okay.
Yesterday.
Yeah, he doesn't even know that. I mean,
he doesn't even know if it's Kid Rock.
It might be kind of cool in some respect to share with Kid Rock, I guess. I mean,
dude, but it's not like he cut up, like whoever it was cut up.
Like the guy's eating.
He grabbed a piece off it.
Okay.
Like off the top.
He broke it off.
Yeah, and then Gary will go in and break another piece off and eat it.
Do you ever say anything to him? Like, dude, what are you doing?
No, it's not my fucking business. I don't give a shit.
All right.
I just get a kick out of it. And the same thing with the egg bagels. He'll take a bagel, he'll take a piece of it, so it looks like he's just taking a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then he goes back like 20 more times and cuts up like these little pieces of egg bagel.
So the point
he's eating the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
except for the part
eats
that
at least 2 or 3 of them.
Except for the part that goes near the guy's mouth, like he cuts off that.
No. With the egg bagel, it's like he'll take his own.
Yeah.
And then he'll take a piece of it, and then he'll put back the rest of it.
Ugh.
And then he'll go back again and take a piece of the same one and put butter on it, and then come back again. And then he's finally finished
with it. Because he's thinking, oh, I'm not going to eat a whole bagel. I'm just going to eat a little piece. And then he thinks about it and he goes back and has more.
He's pretending for the rest of us that he's just eating a little bit.
Yeah, and then ironically, Gary tells you when his wife makes chicken, the kids and everybody get first dibs and he gets the leftovers.
But the funny shit is with the muffins, man.
Because
that gets me. And a lot of people see it, but nobody says anything.
But you know what? It's kind of weird because, like, I just don't want to share germs and stuff.
Yeah, but you don't even know if the guy took a bite out of it and put it back.
Gary,
you don't know.
What's going on, dude? Don't they feed you at home?
Not enough.
Why do you do that? I'm worried about you.
No, dude, I have issues with food. There's no doubt.
Wow.
So, like Ronnie's 100% right. If one guy ate one half of the muffin, they're gonna throw him out. So if I go in there, I'll just take a piece of the half they didn't eat. But yes, you're right. Somebody may have touched it.
Excuse me, Dennis Leary, are you going to finish that?
This is after everybody's already left.
Understood.
Yeah, we know you're not doing it in front of them.
No, it's after everybody
Yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, Dennis Leary's like, I came back, I forgot my muffin.
And Gary was eating it.
Sorry.
If he comes back too late, he's out of luck.
Yeah.
But he always hopes they leave the whole muffin.
There's
Because
like,
then he'll take the whole muffin.
how
on a
long,
plate.
Ronnie, does Gary wait until the guest leaves before he goes and scavenges?
Well, a lot of times.
He should be on Walking Dead, because you know how they have to always scavenge.
Yeah, no,
Right.
a lot of times it's right after they leave.
Wow.
So as
Like-
soon as they clear out of the green room.
Yeah, pretty much. He'll walk by and he'll see they're gone, and then he'll go in and investigate the plate, what they ate and what they
So
didn't
he
eat.
doesn't even know if it's something he'll like. He
Wait.
goes to look.
Well, he goes to look for the blueberry muffin.
Right.
That's his thing, the blueberry muffin.
Gary's like a dog. You know when the food falls on the floor and they
Yeah.
just pick up the scrap? Wow. Well, he is heavy, and he runs. So you can see why. He's having like 50 breakfasts.
That is amazing.
I heard he also steals candy out of other people's desks, but I don't know.
What?
I refuse to believe that.
Never stolen candy. I will sometimes ask anybody if they have candy, but I don't steal candy. I've never stolen it.
When they used to have the office, some of the guys used to have an office down here on this floor.
Yeah.
In the back, you would always see Gary disappear and then come back with a handful of chocolate.
Oh.
So what was he doing? Like,
I guess he went to that office and asked the guys, you got any chocolate?
It's like a raid. Any chocolate in here?
I'll give you a hand job for chocolate.
Oh, Jesus.
We should lay a chocolate trap for Gary. Like, put it in someone's desk and see if he takes it and film him. Like, make it obvious that it's in there.
Yeah.
I bet you he'll steal it.
What's your favorite chocolate, Gary?
Whatever.
Gary's like a raccoon. Like, he rummages through the trash. And,
We should give him a little bandit mask.
yeah, like by my house, I have to wrap the garbage up with these wires so
Right.
that the raccoons don't get in there.
And steal the garbage can.
Yeah. Fucking Gary's like a raccoon.
I don't think that wire would keep him out.
Yeah. I've talked to people here who actually hide their candy when Gary walks by. and
Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, boy.
Hold on a second. Gary's on the phone.
You know what they say, boss?
What?
Eat like a pig in the morning and a pauper at night.
What are you eating now? I mean, Kid Rock has been in this week. We had Dennis Leary here.
I'm in the lobby right now. There's some Halloween candy for the guests. There's some Almond Joy. There's some Twix. There's some Mary Janes. There's some Goldbergs. Those Nestle's are so good. And the STLES, the very best.
All right, there you go. Wonder if he was going to say Baby Ruth, but I lost interest. That's some story. JD, you ever seen any of this behavior on Gary, or are you pretty much like sticking to yourself these days?
No, I stick to myself.
Howard
I
is
don't,
the son.
I'm in my own little hole, so.
You're not in there when Gary
He
goes
sees
off
things.
into
He doesn't
his...
he doesn't say.
What'd you say?
He sees things.
You do see things?
I mean, but
he
I
keeps
don't.
his mouth shut.
But I also don't have a great memory, so if something happens, it just goes right out of my mind. Unlike other people here, where
No.
it sticks around.
Hey, man.
What'd you say?
That's my job. That's my job.
No, not you.
To watch things.
I zoned out during JD's sentence there.
Oh, you asked though.
No, I asked. I just don't know what the hell you said. What's going on with this new look of yours? Is that sweatpants?
No, it's not sweatpants.
Dude, you got to wash those clothes. They look filthy.
It's, I don't know.
And what's that shirt with a filthy undershirt under?
Goodbye.
No,
Thank
seriously,
you.
what is the
I'm done. I don't need to be. I wear shit. All right, leave
When
me
is
alone.
your wedding?
What?
When is is it locked in?
Yeah, like next August.
What about you, Ron? You got your wedding date yet?
No, not yet.
No?
Okay. Thank you.
You're not going to fit into your clothing.
All right. Okay.
Well,
No,
he
but-
hasn't bought those yet, his
No,
tux or
no.
anything yet.
No, Robin, you see like he's wearing a
I've been looking at that
It's a dirty
since this
undershirt.
morning
right?
and wondering what was going on.
Ronnie, why did he run out?
I don't know.
Is that a dirty undershirt he's wearing or what?
It looks like either it's dirty or it got into the wash with something that had a color and
like
it bled all over.
like grayish.
Yeah, like it bled all over his white T-shirt.
What is that, JD?
Evan was correct. It got in like with some red stuff.
Who did that? Your wife?
No, I think I did it accidentally.
He's not familiar with the machine, Howard.
Who else can we pick on?
Fall away, fall around, fall around,
Thanks, Ron. All right. I have to tell you about a new movie. It sounds like something I'm interested in. It's Novitiate. Robin taught me how to say that.
Novitiate.
Oh, she didn't teach me that well. Sony Pictures Classic presents Novitiate, a new film written and directed by Maggie Betts, starring Margaret Qualley as a young woman who makes a decision to become a nun during a turbulent time in the Catholic Church. Melissa Leo plays the staunch Mother Superior who actively resists the changes and controls the lives of these young sisters. I'm interested in this. I'm not kidding. Novitiate. It's a film that explores a part of the Catholic Church that many do not know about. Audiences and critics agree that Novitiate provides an eye-opening look at what these nuns had to endure. The Los Angeles Times calls Novitiate an excellent feature debut for Maggie Betts, and Melissa Leo's performance becomes a small masterpiece. IndieWire says that the film is filled with superior performances, packed with such rich storytelling. Margaret Qualley is its revelation. Novitiate, starring Margaret Qualley, Julianne Nicholson, Diana Agron, and Melissa Leo. Novitiate, opening up in New York and Los Angeles on Friday and coming soon to a theater near you. Novitiate, rated R, from Sony Pictures Classics. Robin, let's do a little news in honor of Cocktober, little Fred music.
Fred, with your dick out.
I usually say no.
It's my tear. I want to feel it inside my mouth with your dick out.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, Fred's the one, the only one. I want to feel it right on my tongue with your dick out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Very nice. Congratulatory to you.
Congratulatory.
Yeah. By the way, Bobo does want to get on the air and say it properly. Let's give him a shot. Go ahead, Bobo. Did you learn?
Yes, congratulatory.
There you go.
Congratulatory.
Now you lost it.
Congratulatory.
There you go.
Congratulatory.
You get it, and then you lose it.
Congratulatory. Congratulatory. That's not what I'm saying.
You had it right, and then you got it wrong.
Congratulatory. Congratulatory.
Yeah,
Congratulatory. Congratulatory. Congratulatory.
Congratulatorily. All right. Thank you, Bobo. Once again, you've got it right. There
Just
you go.
keep adding syllables.
Kim Jong-un.
Congratulatory.
Congratulatory.
Robin, what is
Well, there is a
what is in the news?
cock story.
Cock story. Robin's cock story.
October cock story of the day.
Thank you.
This may be your problem. I don't know if it happened to you one morning, but you wake up and you notice that your penis looks shorter.
That's not my problem. My problem is that my penis never grew.
It never looked.
It never looked long and then got shorter. I wouldn't mind that.
And you're convinced that you lost length. You've never had that experience.
No, I really have never had length. There are times it looks a little bigger or smaller, but for the most part, you would laugh. I mean, you were making fun of sort of like how Richard and Sal's little paintbrush yesterday on Cocktober was kind of small. They're 3 times the size I am. I mean,
Dear.
I'm not going to, I'm like, geez, Robin is tough.
Well, for those of you who do experience this problem, you wake up in the morning and you think your member is practically gone.
My cock is gone.
You didn't know that that happened to people, but it's actually a real medical condition.
Wow.
It's called buried penis.
Yeah, I go from having like a little bit of penis to an innie.
That is called hidden penis.
Hidden penis, yes.
Simply stated, a buried penis is one where the penis itself does not extend outside of the body.
Right.
That's from Dr. Drogo Montague.
Dr. Drogo Montague?
Yeah.
No, he's a smart man.
There is an opening where the penis would normally hang, and the head is usually plush with skin, but there's no shaft outside the body.
Yeah, I think they call that a vagina. Hey, I have a vagina.
And that's what he says. In some extreme cases, it might look like a clitoris.
My cock is gone!
So there you go.
Why can't we all have the exact same size penis and the exact same size breasts?
Well, how come we all can't be the same color? You know, it'd make life so easy.
If only I could be a black man. My childhood would have been so much easier.
Whatever color, just make everybody in that shade.
Yes, Dan, you're on the air in Florida.
Where is it?
Hey, Howard. First time, long time. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about the playmate, the transgender, and you're talking to Ronnie, like, what do you do if you go to a bar and you meet this girl or man, girl, whatever? And I had something happen to me like that. Some years ago, I was visiting Thailand in Bangkok, and I meet this gorgeous young woman at a bar there, and she's all over me, and we're hanging out. I have no thought whatsoever that she could be anything other than a girl, and
right.
We end up, so we end up hanging out, and we go back, take her back to my hotel room, and I'm kind of psyched because it's really easy to pay for a girl in those places, but to actually get like a real one is kind of a nice thing. So we get back, and we're in bed, we get naked, everything's cool, we're fooling around, and I put my hand down there to kind of, get the juices flowing or whatever, and I'm like, something just wasn't quite right down there. And I'm like, and then I'm just thinking, I'm like, what the hell? And then it hits me. I'm like, holy shit, I think there used to be a dick there. And
was he wet?
Not really. It didn't feel very, I don't know.
It's like, hey, honey, you got a big clit. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. Did the guy have a cock, or was his?
No,
his
it was she was like a post-op transsexual, I guess. So she'd had the surgery,
but the vagina didn't feel just right.
No, it wasn't really wet, and it just didn't have like normal lips. Like I could just feel something was wrong, and I'm like, and I kind of tell her, I'm like, it's kind of something's up with this. She's like, oh no, it's fine. Like she's trying to play it off, and I'm like, I don't know. So we just kind of laid there, a little bit awkward, and then I'm like, I don't know if I'm into this. So I was like, yeah, I think, maybe you should leave. And she's like, no, it's late. I don't want to go now. And I'm like, fuck. So, yeah. So then I'm like, well, might as well give it a try, right?
Oh, wow.
So,
oh, Jesus. Why is your vagina getting hard, honey?
I mean, she was like really attractive.
Yeah. So how was it? I mean, you put your penis in a vagina that is medically made. What was it like?
So I get her in the doggy position, and I'm putting it in it, and it's not very wet.
Her balls were in the way.
It just kind of felt like skin. So I'm trying to, so I'm getting in there. I don't remember if I used some lube or something, but I basically just did my best, and it wasn't really particularly enjoyable. I think I might have beat off the finish.
Right.
And then I just kind of had to wait it out till the sun came up so she'd get out of there.
Oh,
so she never admitted that she formerly was a man.
I don't know if she ever full out came out and admitted it. Yeah, she was kind of avoiding fessing up to it.
Did she come on you?
I don't know if she enjoyed it or not.
This dude's very open-minded. I mean,
he finally said, well, I might as well go for it. She's here.
Maybe she was actually born a woman, but she had like a weird vagina.
No. See, now the funny thing was, I should have noticed it when we go in. So when you're in those countries and you take a girl to your room, and they usually figure it's a prostitute. They like to check their IDs. So I think the first ID she gave her was from some like golf club or something where she looked like a girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then I saw he asked for another ID, and I wasn't really paying close attention, but I think that was like her actual driver's license where she was a boy.
Right.
And yeah,
Wow,
so anyway.
That's amores. All right. Thank you for sharing,
By the
Dan.
pussy.
Sure thing.
All right.
Take care.
That's amores.
That ain't amores. That's balls.
His flappy days.
Oh, my goodness. Another guy who's always in the news these days is R. Kelly, Howard.
Oh, yeah.
This time, an ex-girlfriend named Kitty Jones says he abused and starved her. We've heard a number of stories over the past couple of months that he keeps women and he makes them do whatever he wants. You know, it's sort of like he takes control of them and orders them around and tells them even when they can eat. And
Wow.
he teaches them exactly like how he likes to have sex. There's a woman that educates them about that so that they actually please him the way he likes to be pleased.
I mean, that's worse than Harvey Weinstein in some ways, right?
Yeah. So another woman is speaking out in a disturbing new Rolling Stone report.
Yeah.
Radio DJ Kitty Jones says the singer abused, sexually assaulted, and starved her over the course of their 2-year relationship.
Wow. Can't even feed you.
Well, he'll tell you, you can't eat.
Yeah,
A lot of people have been accusing the singer of holding multiple young women against their will in an abusive sex cult. While the circumstances differ with each account, the description of Kelly's exerting control over these women in the bedroom and outside of it, as well as videotaping sex acts without their consent, remains similar. Before introducing herself to Kelly at an after party in June of 2011, Jones told Rolling Stone that she idolized the singer from afar. She described him as a version of Brad Pitt and attended 7 of his concerts and featured his music on her radio program. They finally met, they hit it off, and Kelly invited her to go on his next tour stop. So she just left with him. He represented a powerful man, she explained, and he just owned the room and all the things that make up that oh my God factor. So she just couldn't resist him. And then the next thing she knew, she was under his control.
Yeah, I got some tape of that. Like, what show is this from, guys? I should give
The Real.
The Real? They interviewed some girl who was, claims that she was a sex slave of R. Kelly.
Yeah, I actually saw this episode of The Real.
This woman's name is Gerhonda Pace. She talks about when she was like 16 years old. She claims she was a huge fan, hung out.
It's always this thing about being a fan of his.
Here she talks about the trainer, the woman who trains her to have sex with R. Kelly.
Okay.
Let's listen to this.
So you mentioned in your statements that he then introduced you to the trainer.
Yes.
Can you tell us who is the trainer and what was their purpose?
It's a woman, and she trains you to please him sexually. She told me how to please him, and she also taught me, what I like.
How did they do it?
Like how did you meet her? How were you introduced to her?
I got invited to his tour bus. So I went out there to his tour bus, and you have him naked and you have her naked, and I'm looking like, okay, what is this? Because Rob is the one who took my virginity. So I was like, I wanted to know, what am I doing? And that's when he told me to look at her, and he said, she's going to teach you everything you need to know.
Wow.
So she's going to please you. And he told me to remove my clothes, and that's when me and her engaged.
I need someone to teach me what Beth likes.
Sexual activity. And she was doing everything. Like, I didn't know. Like, I was 16, and after me and her engaged in sexual activity, he was fondling himself as we did whatever we were doing. And then he told us to, okay, that's enough, come over here and please daddy. So that's what we did. We had to come over there and engage in sexual activity with him as well.
So I guess the trainer, now I know what the R stands for in R. Kelly. Really creepy. But I don't know what's true and what's not, but
Well, there's more and more of these women who, again, have similar stories. One of the big things is to take their phone. And this woman says, yeah, you get in there and the next thing you know, you don't have your cell phone with you anymore and they won't give you one.
Yeah.
So you have no contact with the outside world.
And here she says they want total control. They even told her when
Uploaded by the World of Howard Stern channel.
she could take a shower. So that's pretty... How do you become a sex trainer? I'm interested in this kind of
we
work.
need to find that woman and find out how she learned what she knows.
All right, on our
Walk
phone.
over to her with your phone, and you put your phone right by her clit.
On our phone is R. Kelly's sex trainer. This is the woman.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Hey, Howard.
Hi.
I tell these girls how Mr. Kelly likes it.
Now, how did you tell me a little bit about how you operate and what your job
how do you
is?
teach them? Yeah.
I tell these girls, what's your problem? It's a cock, not a tumor. Suck it.
Now, you sound a lot like Ronnie's mom, but
Oh, yeah.
now you tell these girls you're a professional sex trainer.
Yeah.
Right. And talk about this process and what
Do
happens.
you do things to them?
I let them practice on me. I said, tongue my fucking clit, you little whores.
Right. And that works.
What? You never sucked a little cock before?
So there it is, Robin, the exclusive.
Whores.
Right. And that works.
What? You never sucked a little cock before?
So there it is, Robin, the exclusive.
This is how the training goes.
Come down to Mr. Kelly's ranch.
What?
Hey, Robin, I hope you like big cock and subpar music. I hope you like horse cock.
All right. Thank you, R. Kelly's trainer.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. You're very sweet.
It's funny. I'm really glad I never liked R. Kelly's music because it does get you into big trouble. This woman says she witnessed Kelly urinating on two women without their consent while they were engaging in group sex. She lived with two of his other girlfriends, and you can't say no to anything he wants because then you get punished. She finally escaped when she convinced Kelly that she needed to go home and visit her son, and she never went back.
Now, what's he got to say about all this? He must have some sort of...
He denies all of it.
Right. Robin, it's never a good look when you untuck a long, bulky dress shirt. You know that. You may think it looks cool and casual, but really you just look sloppy. That's why Untuck It made shirts specifically designed to be worn untucked. It's a casual shirt that falls at the perfect length every time. Now, these shirts are so well made that GQ called them perfection. You never have to sacrifice style for comfort again. And now Untuck It makes shirts for women, too. Women knows the struggle to find shirts attractive enough to turn heads, but sturdy enough to withstand an active lifestyle. Shirts for her that are effortlessly casual, incredibly versatile, and designed to last. An exciting addition to the Untuck It collection. Log on to untuckit.com and check out the new fall arrivals for men and women. Use promo code FABRIC for 20% off your entire purchase. You can also visit them at one of their more than 20 retail locations across the country. Stop hiding your shirt with your pants and your pants with your shirt. Untuckit.com, your solution to perfect casual. Use promo code FABRIC for 20% savings. All right, Robin, back to you in the news.
And if it's another day, there has to be another accusation about Harvey Weinstein. This time, a woman has come forward to say in 2006, he forced himself on her when she paid him a visit to his Soho loft. She says he forced her into a bedroom that looked like a kid's bedroom and would not let her go, and actually performed oral sex on her while she was having her period. 1-4.
Now, I'm starting to think guys are creeps.
It was not long, though, before he was all over me making sexual advances. I told him no, but he insisted. And then I said, I'm on my period. There is no way this is going to happen. Please stop. He wouldn't take no for an answer and backed me into a room which was not lit, but looked like a kid's bedroom with kids' drawings on the walls. He then orally forced himself on me while I was on my period.
Wow.
He even pulled my tampon out.
Holy Moses. Holy mackerel. Pulled her tampon out. Wowee.
And then he asked
Like a
her
vampire.
if she felt closer to him after all of this had occurred.
Yeah,
1-5.
she felt great.
I would not have wanted.
R. Kelly just called me. He says he thinks Harvey Weinstein's a creep.
I would not have wanted anyone to do that to me, even if the person had been a romantic partner. I remember Harvey afterwards rolling over onto his back saying, "Don't you feel we're so much closer to each other now?" To which I replied, "No."
Ooh. And what was she, like an aspiring actress?
She was an actress, yeah.
Holy cow.
They even say he was anxious to get that Project Runway on TV because he wanted to be able to get to models. And now models are coming forward to say they've had creepy times with Harvey. One girl, I remember reading one account, he was telling her, he showed her, I guess, some video of some other project that had to do with models, and it was already off the air. But he was saying, this is the project I'm interested in you for. So he could, get her alone.
I always wondered why that show was on the air.
Well, Project Runway actually has won lots of awards and continues.
Boy. There really is no business like show business.
Maybe. Former President George H.W. Bush has now apologized after an actress claimed he sexually assaulted her while he was in his wheelchair.
Wait, say that again?
An actress has come forward and said that George H.W. Bush,
that was the old man.
The old man, sexually assaulted her while he was in his wheelchair.
Holy cow.
Heather Lind, who starred in AMC's Turn Washington Spies, made the allegation against the 93-year-old former president on Instagram in a lengthy post with accompanying photos. When I got the chance to meet George H.W. Bush 4 years ago to promote a historical television show I was working on, he sexually assaulted me while I was posing for a similar photo. He didn't shake my hand. He touched me from behind from his wheelchair with his wife, Barbara Bush, by his side. And then he told me a dirty joke.
That guy can barely breathe on his own. And he's up to shenanigans?
It's really sad. Like
I don't
you
know.
say that a guy
Crazy.
who can't even stand up.
What's next? Stephen Hawking's? Lance double team her. Well, isn't that something? Jesus Christ. I mean, what is going on? The president. Ay, ay, ay.
And his
It really
security
is.
guard told her
It's really crazy what's
that she shouldn't have stood next to him for the photo.
You know, I got to tell you, I'm so busy working. I don't know when people have time for all these shenanigans.
Because the thing happened a second time when they stood there for the photo. He touched her again. Barbara just rolled her eyes, she says, as if to say, not again. And the security guard said, you shouldn't have stood so close. They were instructed to call him Mr. President.
Mr. President. Yeah. What is he, like a lion? Don't stand so close.
No, he's saying you better not stand close.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like he's a wild animal.
So now George H.W. has issued an
HW.
apology through his people saying that he was sorry and that it was sort of a joke.
He didn't rip the tampon out of her, though. did he?
No.
Right.
And Marilyn Manson has announced that he's replacing band member Jordy White, known as Twiggy Ramirez,
Yeah.
with a new bassist. The decision comes days after a singer accused White of rape and physical assault.
Holy moly.
I have decided to part ways with Jordy White as a member of Marilyn Manson. He will be replaced in the upcoming tour, but I wish him well.
Yeah, we met that guy, Twiggy Ramirez. Years ago we met him.
The singer detailed several harrowing experiences while she was about 18 years old and the front woman of a band called Jack Off Jills. After moving in together, White began a pattern of abuse, including punching and sexual assault. When they broke up, she was warned by her record company to keep quiet in case Manson's team retaliated. So Marilyn is getting rid of Twiggy as a result of those revelations. And Judd Apatow is now warning young women to run from Woody Allen projects.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. You know, there's always been questions about Woody as a result of his breakup with Mia Farrow. And, you know, the possibility that he might have abused his adopted daughter. And since the Harvey Weinstein allegations have renewed attention to rumors about others, he's now saying, well, you know, maybe women shouldn't be working with Woody Allen.
Let's see if Woody Allen wants to defend himself. Woody, do you want to say something?
Hello, Howard.
Hello.
Nice tits, Robin.
Woody, please.
Let him
Happy
speak.
Cocktober, everyone.
Thank you. Happy Cocktober to you. Go ahead. I'll allow you to defend yourself.
I thought I should weigh in as the OG pervert.
Is he original?
Right. I was so sad to see the media going after my good friend Harvey Weinstein.
Now, you want to make a statement about Harvey Weinstein. Go ahead.
All he wanted to do was force girls to watch him jerk off into a houseplant. What's so wrong with that?
All right. Well, is that your statement?
Right. I'm so badass, I jizzed into a baked potato, then watched Soon Yi eat it.
All right. I got to go.
That ain't sour cream, bitch.
Okay, thank you. Would ye. That's Would ye, Robin.
Anyway, Harvey Weinstein is guilty.
Oh.
Of being a cool motherfucker. Right, Howard?
Oh, my goodness. Don't try to drag Howard into
Don't
this.
drag me into
So
this.
soft on me, bitch.
All right. The easy does it. All right. Thank you for your call.
All my auditions are legit.
Okay.
I once made Emma Watson shit on a coffee table while I played clarinet underneath.
All right. Thank you. I know you're trying to be funny, and I'm sure that statement about Emma Watson is not true. Thank you.
I once made Mia Farrow squirt breast milk into Soon Yi's asshole, then drink it out.
All right.
my goodness.
I hung up on him, Robin. I didn't want you to hear that. Robin's a lady.
Thank you.
Well, I got to tell you something, honestly. It's all, you know, all jokes aside, as Wood Ye was obviously clowning around there. But I mean, it really is crazy that, you know, guys are, as Phil Donahue once said, guys are beating up on the girls.
Well, you know what's interesting? I used to be on that bandwagon that Oprah was causing this rift between men and women because she was always calling, you know, basically saying men are creeps that need to be civilized. But, you know, it turns out Oprah's right.
You now are an Oprah convert. Good for you, Robin.
After all these stories, you have to say something is going on. Meanwhile, I didn't mention over the weekend, or maybe it was early last week, something like that, but the wife of Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the guy who plays Negan,
Yeah.
she came out and said that Ben Affleck
Groped her at TRL.
groped her back in the day when TRL was on originally. And, you know, Jeffrey has said he's very proud of his wife for coming forward and revealing that.
Did you watch...
Ben Affleck has apologized.
Did you watch the season opener of Walking Dead?
Absolutely.
They say in the paper today that 11 million people watched the opener for Walking Dead, but it was down like a certain percentage. I mean, what is it? People are not liking Walking Dead?
I don't know that. Well, first of all, last season apparently was not a big season with fans.
I didn't know that. Did you like last season?
Well, I loved last season.
Me too.
But I was reading that a lot of people thought it was slow and plodding and uncomfortable because they were seeing their heroes being, tortured and nullified.
Who are these people that have so many opinions?
I don't know.
I just watched the show. Me too.
As you say.
What are you, a fucking loudmouth? Let's see them make a show.
That might have been, and maybe they, it sometimes takes me a little while to figure out the show's back on the air. And, that might be occurring because I'm sure that viewership will build as this season goes on.
I was watching that. Nice zombies and killing and all the stuff I like on Walking Dead. Except for transgendered zombies. I haven't seen any of those.
I don't think the zombies have a sex, do you?
I do. I believe that. I would like to see zombie sex. and some dragons.
And dragons, too.
And naked Khaleesi. If they could combine all that, show would be very good. All right. Anything else, Robin?
I don't think there'll be much sex on the show this season.
Understood.
Lin-Manuel Miranda was on the Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show last night, and he's continuing to raise money for the victims of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. He says that he has written a song, Almost Like Praying. It's available now for download on iTunes, and all the proceeds, I imagine, will be going to hurricane relief. And it names the song Almost Like Praying names all sounds in Puerto Rico. 1, 2.
There are a lot of towns that don't feel heard and don't feel like they're getting the same relief. And so I wanted to sort of elevate them. And then I called every Latino superstar I know, and I tweeted at the ones I didn't know. Everyone said yes. J-Lo and Mark Anthony and Luis Fonsi, and Fat Joe.
So a bunch of Latino artists getting together to do.
What the hell was that?
I thought I had a different clip.
What'd you do? You hit a clip?
I was trying to find the Trump Puerto Rico thing, but that wasn't it.
Oh, okay. All right. Fred makes a mistake once in a while and completely stops the show. Go ahead.
Sorry about that.
That's all right, Fred. It happens.
Meanwhile, I thought the infighting in the Republican Party was dying down, but now 2 senators have come out to criticize the president and to say that they are no longer going to be seeking office to continue to serve in Congress, but they want people to know exactly how they feel about the president and how the nation is going. MSNBC's Morning Joe was the place that an interview went off with Senator Jeff Flake, and Flake says politics have changed. 1-1.
Fred, you want to hit a weird sound or?
No, but I have the one I want now.
Puerto Rico.
A little late. Don't worry. Fred will lose a finger for hitting the wrong tape. No big deal.
Happens.
There's a punishment, believe me.
There you go.
Right after the show. What number, Robin?
1-1.
1-1. Okay, here we go.
It seems now to be conservative, you have to be angry. And it's a different type of politics than we're used to.
So he says that he's not been pleased with the undignified behavior of the president. And so he's leaving politics, but leaving us with that message. Meanwhile, there are all kinds of things going on. Oh, by the way, the president doesn't take criticism lying down. Because those 2 Republicans have criticized him, of course, he's now hitting back. The other senator is Bob Corker, and the president has tweeted this morning to say that the reason Flake and Corker dropped out of the Senate race is very simple. They had 0 chance of being elected, now act so hurt and wounded, is what he tweeted.
All right, a lot of tweeting.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there was a dossier that I guess was trying to show a connection between the president and Russia. They're now saying that probably that dossier was funded by the Hillary Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee and an unnamed Republican who used it to conduct research on Trump during the GOP primaries. The president went on Twitter this morning and blasted that dossier as anti-Trump fake news. So he says that's the real Russian scandal, that maybe the Democrats made all that stuff up. And House Republicans are launching an investigation into an Obama-era uranium deal. 1-3.
Myself and 3 other ranking members sent a letter to the Treasury Department raising very, very real concerns about why we would allow a Russian-owned company to get access to 20% of America's uranium supply.
In a Capitol briefing yesterday, New York's Peter King said it's important to get answers about the dealings. President Trump has called uranium the real Russia scandal while scoffing at investigation involving Russian interference in the presidential election. So everybody's now investigating everyone, so it's great. Meanwhile, we've had some heroes in here. We had a young man who got shrapnel in his cock when he was serving.
That's right, Robin.
And yet there's, also people like Bo Bergdahl.
He took shrapnel to the cock?
No, he didn't. He ran away from his post and then got captured by the enemy and caused a whole bunch of problems. We finally got him back, and they've been holding, he was convicted of being a WOL, and a sentencing hearing is going on right now. It will resume today. The court recessed on Monday after the defense filed a motion to dismiss the case based on comments made by President Trump.
Didn't he turn into a girl?
No, that's
Which one was that?
That was the guy who was a whistleblower.
Oh, the whistleblower turned into a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the 2016 campaign, then candidate Trump called Bergdahl a traitor and said he should be shot for walking off his post. So they're trying to get him out based on the president's statements, but we'll see.
Chelsea Manning's a girl.
Yes.
Used to be a boy.
Used to be a boy.
No, I have a very, 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 smooth pussy.
Is that right?
Oh,
is that
really?
Is that the Chelsea Manning? Yes.
Neo-Nazis, neo-Confederates, and white nationalists are set to gather this weekend in a small Tennessee town for a White Lives Matter rally.
Right.
See, this is what I was reading when I went off this morning about why don't we just call it quits as a human race?
Yeah, but
Because
Fred is
we're a
going to the
mess.
rally, and I think you're in.
Why not?
White Lives Matter.
The rally is scheduled for October 28th in Shelbyville, but organizers say they may hold more than one event in the area. One member of a group called League of the South said that the organizations are working on getting permits to march in different cities. So now, they want to be everywhere. Meanwhile, a new survey said that about half of white Americans feel that they are being discriminated against.
Yeah, Fred's a big White Lives Matter guy. He already bought a tiki torch. He has one for himself.
Absolutely.
And another for his friends.
Wonderful.
That's
Always
right.
bring a spare.
Is
But-
Chelsea Manning going to be in Playboy ever, you think?
Well, I don't know how it's going with Chelsea. How does she look?
How about if Playboy's a success with this transgender and the whole magazine goes transgender?
Just goes transgender
Every
all
month.
the time?
That's
I'm
right.
a farm girl.
You're a farm girl,
I'm
honey?
a farm girl.
Is that right? You have a deep voice, I'll tell you that.
I'm a farm girl.
I know you're a farm girl, but say something else.
No, I have a very, very,
I'm
very,
smooth.
smooth pussy.
Right.
It doesn't bulge out like a lot of them do.
I love the laugh afterwards.
Oh, it's so sexy.
What's
I'll
so
do anything.
funny?
Yeah, what will you do?
36D.
Oh. Ho. Are you going to be in Playboy?
I'll picture cock.
All right, you're being fresh. Anything else, Robin?
The Kardashians aren't going anywhere.
You know who likes the Kardashians? I think Ronnie.
They've signed a new contract with E! Network for $150 million.
Oh, my God. That's unbelievable.
Where did E! get $150 million?
Yeah, how did they make that kind of money?
I guess the Kardashians must bring in a lot of money. TMZ has confirmed that the reality stars will get $30 million a season over the next 5 years. So 5 more years of following them around. The report says the Kardashians' deal is structured so that the family will decide how to split up the money amongst themselves.
Yeah, they got to split it 50 ways. There's like 50 of those kids. Ronnie wants to sing a song real quick.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just a girl with a dripping wet cunt.
Oh, wow. Jesus. That's the end of that. He's on fire. He's not even here.
Right on those sensitive nipples, my friend.
I should have read this right after the neo-Nazi story.
Right.
A New Jersey attorney general is suing the town of Mahwah, New Jersey, over what it claims are hateful ordinances targeting Orthodox Jews.
Right.
One ordinance bans non-New Jersey residents from using public parks, which the AG says is designed to discourage Orthodox Jews from nearby Rockland County from using the parks in Mahwah. The other bans the creation of an Urev. What's that?
Oh, you know what that is, Robin. And I know what that is, but you tell the audience, Robin.
Well, it's something you put on utility poles, which allows religious Jews to push strollers or carry keys on the Sabbath.
I thought if you click your heels 3 times, you get to carry keys on the Sabbath.
The suit claims these ordinances are driven by anti-Semitism, likening Mahwah's conduct to attempts in the 50s to keep blacks out of suburban neighborhoods.
Well, you know what Robin says. End the human race. Too many problems. All right.
It just seems that we're just too stupid to live. You gotta be pretty dumb to occupy yourself with this stuff. Kid Rock is not running for the Senate in Michigan.
I learned
We learned that yesterday on this show.
I saw it made big news.
Made the announcement yesterday. They don't say where. Why don't we get credit?
No, we did. I saw a lot of articles that said on the Howard Stern show.
Yeah, but I'm reading this one because it doesn't say where.
Well, I guess they figured enough people knew.
He said, I'm not running for Senate. Are you kidding me? I'm releasing a new album. I'm going on tour too. Who couldn't figure that out?
There you go.
So, yeah, no attribution to us at all in this article.
See, Robin, we don't get any respect.
None. Kelly Clarkson is now clarifying remarks she made about her fluctuating body image and a desire to kill herself.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, she recently told UK magazine Altitude that around 2004, when she was really skinny, she was miserable and wanted to kill herself. The pop star yesterday took to Twitter to say, I've never contemplated suicide because of my weight. She went on to explain that she said people had no idea I was unhappy, oddly enough, because I appeared healthy. Clarkson's 8th studio album, Meaning of Life, is out on Friday. And that's what's happening.
All right, Robin, thank you. I do want to leave you with a thought about Ring. So what's Ring? Ring's mission is to make neighborhoods safer. Ring says over 1 million people use the Ring video doorbell to help protect their homes. I love it. Ring knows home security begins at the front door, but it doesn't end there. So now they're extending that same level of security to the rest of your home with the Ring Floodlight Cam. Just like Ring's amazing doorbell, Floodlight Cam is a motion-activated camera and floodlight that connects right to your phone with HD video and two-way audio that lets you know the moment anyone steps on your property. See and speak to visitors, even set off an alarm right from your phone with Ring's Floodlight Cam. When things go bump in the night, you'll immediately know what it is, whether you're home or away. The Ring Floodlight Cam lets you keep an eye on your home from anywhere. Ring Floodlight offers the ultimate in home security with high-visibility floodlights and a powerful HD camera that puts security in your hands. With Ring, you're always home. Save up to $150 off a Ring of Security kit when you go to ring.com/100, ring.com/100. That's ring.com/100.
Here's what to download this week from The Howard Stern Show on the Sirius XM app.
Don't miss Robert Plant, George Kincaid, and Billy Corrigan performing in studio.
Howard Stern on demand.
Available now for download on the SiriusXM app.
Follow us at Stern Show on Twitter and Instagram. Find us on Facebook.com/The Howard Stern Show. And for all things Stern Show, visit our official website at howardstern.com. The Howard Stern Wrap-Up Show starts now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Congratulatory.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Howard Stern Wrap-Up Show. 888-STERN-100, 888-783-7610 is the number to call to talk all about, well, what Howard talked about this morning. My name is John Hein. I'm your host, joined as always by Stern Show executive producer Gary Delabate.
Hello, hello.
And the guy who runs Sternthology. His name is Rasan.
Yo.
Not one, but two guests today. They're hosts of the podcast Guys We Fucked, and their book, Fucked, Being Sexually Explorative and Self-Confident in a World That's Screwed, is available now. Corinne Fisher, Christina Hutchinson, welcome to the Howard Stern Wrap-Up Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Very happy to have you both here. Lots of stuff we got to talk to you about. And,
yeah, let's do it.
And dig right in, considering we are in the month of Cocktober, after all.
I got a question right off the bat. To get on the show, did there have to be a relationship of any, like could a one-night stand get on the show?
Absolutely, if we can remember their last name and track them down.
And what do you talk to them about?
That one time that we had.
The faint memory that he was inside me.
Right. But so say you have a guy